If you're looking for tools to help you get going when you just don't feel like it, or you're just looking to use your phone for fewer things, keep watching as I review the Time Cube. It's just a simple analog timer shaped like a cube. I know that doesn't sound particularly revolutionary, but it's truly been a game changer for me and how I get things done. Here's the 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 45 minutes. So you just flip it on its side, it starts counting down. There are many different models of the Time Cube that have different intervals on them. You can get them in intervals as small as 10, 20, 30, 60 seconds. They also have 5, 15, 30, 60. I'll link the Amazon page down below where you can look through the different models, and then you can choose the timer that works best for you. There's a switch on the bottom side that lets you choose between a high beeping volume, a low beeping volume, which is what I currently have it on, or turn the beep off completely, and then you just tap the blinking LED to go by. All you have to do to stop it is just flip it back on its right side. A while ago, I realized that committing to tackling tasks in small time chunks worked really well to get me out of a rut or to stop me from procrastinating. If I'm having trouble starting a task, I'll flip it to 5 minutes, and that's usually all I need to continue with a task. That's a really great productivity hack if you're a terrible procrastinator like me. I also use it for cleaning. I'm a big fan of Unfuck Your Habitat. The big thing that they do is they tell you to work in 20-minute chunks and take 10-minute breaks. So it works perfectly for those 20-10 intervals as well. I love the Pomodoro method, which is a productivity time chunking method that encourages you to work for 25 minutes, take breaks for 5 minutes, do that 3 times, and then on your 4th 25-minute work cycle, then you take a 10-minute break, and then you repeat the whole cycle again. But 25 minutes is not my favorite interval to work. It's just a little bit too long for me. So I really love this yellow Time Cube because it has 20 minutes, which is about my max. But sometimes when I sit down to work at the beginning of the day, I need to just kind of ease into it. And if I'm really having trouble focusing, I might just start with 5 minutes of work. Yeah, the yellow Time Cube was perfect for me. I don't really use the 45-minute timer for anything. That's just like way too long for me to like sit down and do one thing. But that's just how I am. So, your results may vary. Those are just my use cases. You can use it for a lot of different things, especially if you have kids. This works really well for getting kids to do chores, to help them sit down and do homework, to time them when they're brushing their teeth. You'd probably want to get the blue model for that one. You can also use this as a shower timer. It's not waterproof, so I don't recommend taking it directly in the shower. The Time Cubes are also great for interval training if you like to work out. If I were to use my phone for this, I would have to open it up, unlock it with my passcode, go to my clock application, go to the timer, set the timer with the scroll wheel, and then press start. Compare that to picking up a cube and flipping it. For me also, I get really distracted by technology. Using the cube just is one less time that I have to pick up my phone to do something, and that's one less opportunity for me to open up Instagram or check my text messages or my email and potentially go down a 30-minute rabbit hole that I never intended to go down in the first place. It doesn't have any buttons. So unlike even other analog timers where, you might have to rotate a dial or even just dial in by repeatedly pushing a button to make the number go up, this just has a few different settings, a limited number of settings, and all you do is flip it. So in a nutshell, I really like its simplicity. It's just super, super simple, super easy to use. On that note, I also really like that it only has 4 choices. Simplified choices just make it easier to choose how much time I want to dedicate to a task. Things that I don't like, the beep. As you heard, it's like kind of shrill, but you might like that. Again, you can adjust the volume or even silence it if you don't. The other thing that I dislike about this time cube is that the LED light is really distracting if you're stationary, and I mostly use this at my desk, and I really don't like having other stimuli in my field of vision, but all I do is just put something on top of it, like a coaster or like a little pocket notebook or something similar. And that totally takes care of the problem. It just blocks out the light. Or I even just set it behind my monitor. I also wish it were made of nicer materials. In a nutshell, it's really a worthwhile product that has greatly improved my working life. And if you need motivation to get started on tasks, to do chores, if you need to limit your time in the shower, if you have kids, this is a really great little piece of simple technology. Thanks a lot for watching. If you want to check out the Time Cube, I put a link in the description below. And if you found this video helpful, please give me a like and maybe subscribe. Don't know, up to you.